Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Malixian, and we're back here with another Thoughts On video. I just came back from seeing this third Expendables movie. Yeah, never thought I'd be seeing this one. But let's get down to brass tacks here. Oh, for those of you who don't know right away what a Thoughts On video is, refer back to my Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Sorry, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. That's not a recent one, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. No, sorry, the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was the one where I explained what it is. But just for a quick go over of it, let's just say it's pretty much me reviewing the film, but not as, it's more of a brief review. Not like as elongated as, let's just say, my other reviews, or anybody else's like come out of the theater reviews kind of thing. Like Brad Jones has this like after cinema thing where he watches, I think it's him and a friend and his wife and a friend watch movies and they discuss it. It's not like that. It's more brief and just like I said, my thoughts on some things on the sorry. I don't know where the fuck I went with that one. My thoughts on the movie as a whole, and my thoughts on some things that could have been better in the movie, and some things that I found which were fucking hilarious. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. Well, that didn't foam over, so we're ready to go. So, the third Expendables movies. If you were living under a rock ever since, let's just say 2007, 2008, then you don't know what the fuck the Expendables are. And if you don't know what the Expendables are, let's just say this. It's pretty much the attempt of Sylvester Stallone to say, hey, let's round out every fucking 80s and 90s action hero, put them in one movie, and just see shit blow up. Let's just start at the first Expendables movies before we actually go with the third one. So the first one was boring, in my opinion. It didn't have that much character development, except for Christmas. I can't remember what his full name was. Jason Statham's character. He was, I think, the only one with character development. And I don't know, just seeing a mindless amount of bullets and like missiles going everywhere doesn't really like fancy me that much. Me, I'm more the story-based guy. I like something with a lot of character and a lot of like meat behind it. Let's just say. That's where the second one comes in. I fucking loved this movie. It's not loved as in one of my personal favorites. I loved it as a guilty pleasure because it is one of the fucking cheesiest movies I've ever seen in my life. And this is... Whoa, careful. Oh, no, it's not going to foam over. I say cheesy, like... And I'm saying cheesy, and I'm the guy who owns B-movies. Like, I own a movie called Hey, Stop Stabbing Me. I own a movie called Pig Hunt. This shit... I don't know how to express this shit, but still, like... I am the B-movie guy. I own B-movies. I love B-movies. So... And besides, what is a B-movie? It's supposed to be cheesy, low-budget made movies. That's what this was, in my opinion. It was the same thing as Independence Day. A fucking B-movie with an A plus fucking pay grade and budget. Like, it was so cheesy, and like, it was so fucking funny too. Maybe the main reason I liked it so much was because Jean-Claude Van Damme is in it. And let's just be clear on this. Jean-Claude Van Damme is one of my favorite action movie stars. Not heroes, but action movie stars. I had to correct myself there. You know, it's funny. This is going a little off topic, but the first time I did this in front of a camera, this was like years ago, and I was talking about The Little Mermaid. And I was so fucking shy. And I wasn't as comfortable in the camera as I am now, or as comfortable. Like, there would be so many fucking edits and everything. Here, I'm just talking straight with you. There may be an edit or two, but we'll leave that aside. So, let's go, now going to the third Expendables movie. It's better than the first movie, but not as good as the second movie. Like, I don't know. I found it kind of... I was just sitting in my chair, just bored. Like, it may just be me. I didn't fucking, like, find it interesting at all. And there's so much there's a lot I can talk about here. And we're just breaking the ground of the surface here. Let's see. I think one of the better characters in the movie was Mel Gibson. And it takes a lot for me to side with the fucking villain. But just because he had more of a backstory, and this is saying something, when you have 3 fucking movies, and you have one character from one of those movies who gets killed off in, let's just say, sorry, I had to make a minor point here, or a major point, sorry. He was in the movie for maybe 30 minutes out of this, I don't know, hour and a half movie, let's just say. 2-hour movie, maybe? Might be better. No, it's an hour and a half, whatever. To say, like, to say that, like, your character gets, like, maybe 30 minutes or 45 minutes of screen time, maybe even less, it might have been actually 30, and me to side with it, that says a lot. Like, I couldn't fucking relate on Sylvester Stallone's character at all. Like, sure, he's like the older mentor now, like, he's bringing in some new faces. By the way, I'm gonna get to this in a minute, but I'm just gonna make an argument here. Like, it's one of those things where you're choosing over the old school over the new school. So let's get back. I'm gonna get back to this now. Going back to what I was saying, he's more like the mentor. He's more like, he's more like the mentor. He's the mentor now. Like, he's creating his own crew. He's not like buddy with everybody. It's at this point where he wants to have a new crew. He wants to be the guy leading everybody, being on top of everybody. I don't know, I couldn't get behind him. Maybe it's because he mumbled every fucking line he said. Oh, another thing. They gave the most lines and the most dialogue to the 3 characters who can't speak fucking proper English. You got Mumbles McRambo, you got the Spanish guy. Sorry. You got Mumbles McRambo, you got the Spaniard, and you got the English fucking actor. What the fuck was I just saying? No, sorry. Let me say that one more time because this needs to be addressed. And I keep fucking up all those times, so let's do this again. You gave the three characters who could not speak English properly the most dialogue in the movie. You gave Mumbles McRambo the most dialogue, then it was followed by the Spaniard, and then fucking Christmas. And I love Christmas. Both him and the holiday. More the holiday than him, but I love Christmas. But yeah, it just seemed like fucking, what's his face? Stallone couldn't fucking act anymore. It's like he's at the point where his career's over, like, not over, but like his career is like at a standstill. It's more like, how much more movies can I just shit out? I need to pay my fucking last little bit of the mortgage. That's what I feel it is right now. But yeah, and then it was fucking Antonio Banderas, which in my opinion did not need to be there. I'm being serious. What the fuck was he doing there? Okay, he was supposed to be maybe the comic relief, but really you don't give it to him. You give it to somebody who can actually fucking make a joke. And I don't think Chris Pratt was here at the time. So maybe Robert Downey Jr. because of his Iron Man success. You could have easily had him there. I can give you so many names you could have had in his place, and who would have been fucking much better off. I just named one. I just forgot who the fuck I. That's pretty bad when you forget forget who you just said. Sorry, yeah, Robert Downey Jr. I don't know why did I just forget him, but yeah, Robert Downey Jr. could have easily filled his space. If you brought back Bruce Willis, but I think he was done at the point. If you brought back Bruce Willis, he could have easily fit that fucking like character. Well, not the character. He could have easily fit the margin. You didn't need fucking Antonio Banderas. You don't need his character. It was such a gripe of mine. That's probably why I didn't like the movie as much. Like, if you took him out, it would have been a lot better. I would have said it was maybe closer to the second than it was the first. But that's just one of the things. Now, what I said before, we're going back to this subject. I'm going to talk about it right now. So, it comes to the point where Barney retires his old crew and brings in a new set of fresh faces. Is it just me, or did anybody else know who the fuck anybody else was except Ronda Rousey? Who, by the way, I'm a UFC fan, so fuck yeah. And I'm a proud follower of Ronda Rousey. She's a fucking amazing fighter. But I didn't know anybody besides her in this in the fucking like batch of new faces. I don't know. Like I said, it's hard for me to get involved with somebody who I don't know as much. But like, it's hard for me to back somebody who I don't know as much. But the new faces were not even that bad. Like, really, they're pretty good. They were pretty good actors. Like, they pretty much outacted like Antonio Banderas, who was fucking overselling everything. Probably worse than a WWE wrestler. But yeah, it comes down to this. It's like, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the old school or the new school? Like, do you prefer the older actors, which is more like going in a Rambo, like you just kick down the door and start shooting everywhere? Or do you like the more methodical, more like, a more intelligent way of going at this? The more like, you think steps ahead, you think like taking out the security and everything. I don't know, it's hard for me. Like, excuse me, I think I drank my beer a little bit too fast, but I don't know, maybe just me. Like, it's hard to watch when there's like one way and then the other. Like, I'm sorry, I don't even know what the fuck I just said there. No, like, I think I prefer the newer school. The newer school because it's more like intelligent. It's more like the better way to get done. It has nothing to do with the current era of how every fucking spy movie is now and everything. But I prefer that way over like kicking down the door and just shooting everybody. But yeah, you kind of miss it though. Like, this is like kind of the newer step up. That's probably why, like, in the last two expendable movies, like, they just barged in and shot everything. Fuck. And when you watch the younger people like go at it, like go in their own mission, like, you kind of miss the old school, like, kick down the door and just start gunning everything down. But yeah. I don't know. Like I said, everyone was. A lot of the actors were really great in the movie. Like, Ronda Rousey was great. She was probably the only one who didn't even need any fucking weapons. Like, I think she used a gun maybe once, maybe even twice. But after that, like, but besides those two times, like, fuck, she was taking down people with her fucking hands and legs. I guess that's probably all the UFC fighting like experience that she has, but it's fucking incredible. Like, it's fucking incredible what they made her character look like. They made her look like a fucking badass. But it also comes down to like a lot of other things. Like, do you prefer like the older, more sarcastic, like more buddy way of looking at everything, or do you like more the newer crew that they hired? Like, more like on their game, more like serious and everything. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to choose. Like, I think I prefer the older school of that, like being buddy and being joking. Like, it kind of goes. It kind of like has those moments. It has those moments of like you get some character development out of them. Like, by far, I think one of my favorite characters in those movies was Dolph Lundgren's character, and like he doesn't even do much. He's more like one of those background characters, like Terry Crews, this fucking massive fucking man who has muscles upon muscles on his muscles. Like, holy shit. I think it's just like the more like film loving guy who it just like loves to see when Terry Crews just like picks up a gigantic chain gun and just starts mowing down everybody. There wasn't that much in this. He got shot in the leg and the ass, and then blown up, and sent to the hospital for the rest of the fucking movie. Well, that was a waste. And Jet Li was not even in it until the last fucking third of it. Waste. I don't know. Schwarzenegger was in like a good amount. I don't even know if he needed to be. It's fucking weird. I don't know why. It's just weird to see Schwarzenegger now with his fat, like 100-pound gut just like sticking out with like a gigantic fucking Tommy gun just mowing people down. I don't know. What else is there? There was a few mistakes I did pick up on. Like, maybe it's just the editor, but the fucking guy, the editor, put in a scene where Sylvester Stallone's like stunt double jumped 3 seconds before he even needed to. Really, you couldn't think of splicing that? Fuck, my goddamn reviews are more commonly edited. And this guy has a job. This is his job. Give it to me. I will work for fucking free. Okay, maybe like a hamburger an hour, but you know what I mean. There was that. There was I don't know. There was a few other things like I think Mel Gibson's character. I didn't go into too much detail with Mel Gibson's character. Like, Mel Gibson's character was more like this Expendables guy, who was like a warlord or something like that, or an arms dealer. And this guy was fucking like the most sarcastic asshole in the world. Like, I don't know why. You gotta be siding with Mel fucking Gibson. I think that's a sin on its own. But, I don't know. I fucking loved his character in this movie. Like, he was the most cynical, most asshole character possible. I loved it. I don't know why, but I fucking loved it. What else was there? I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of other fucking mistakes there were. Oh yeah. There were some points where the bullets didn't even hit the people and they just fell down. The fuck? What the fuck? What else was there? What else was there? There was a lot. I'm just gonna leave it off at those 2 points. I think right now I'm gonna leave it at that. Because you know what I'm gonna do? I haven't got a chance to do this yet. There was 2 other movies that I have not done reviews for because I haven't thought of it yet. The first one was 22 Jump Street, but this was before I even thought about doing reviews like this, like doing thoughts on videos. And then there was Guardians of the Galaxy, which was 2 weeks ago. Well, sorry, I just dated my own video here, but I don't know. Kind of more like a vlog. When you really think about it, it's more like a vlog, but I haven't got the chance to do Guardians of the Galaxy. I think I might do thoughts on both of those movies probably at the same time, because why not? Alright, so that's it for the thoughts on. Like always, a quick update on what my affairs are. So, as we speak, my newest review is on YouTube. It probably is on YouTube at this point. I written my newest review, my 5th review, let me specify there. My 6th review I have not thought of yet. I'm actually really looking for submissions. I would really love whoever watches my videos, leave a comment down on the comment section, or I'm gonna get, like I said, like I do now, I'm gonna give you a link to my actual Facebook page, so you can suggest and actually talk to me, because I know everybody would love to talk to me. You would just give me suggestions on what albums I should do, what I should cover on my next review, like what kind of material, because you know what, I love reading the comments. I love reading comments on people leave. Like, it's not often. I may not be as popular as stars, let's just say, the Nostalgia Critic. I might not be as popular as the Spoony one. I might not be as popular as the Cinema Snob. I might not be as popular as the Angry Video Game Nerd. I might not even be as popular as Film Brain. I don't even know why the fuck he's even popular. But, I'm sorry, I took a direct shot, but I don't give a shit. But, I love reading the comments. I love interacting with my fans. Whatever 3-4 fans I have. But, you know what? Leave me some suggestions. I would be glad to give you some suggestions on what my thoughts are on a few albums. But until then, cheers. Oh, almost forgot. On my new review, I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. Instead of one camera, the one that's looking at me right now, I'm going to try to use a secondary camera. Hello everyone in Camera 2 World! That's the Jon Stewart camera, by the way. Yeah. Yes, I watched The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. It's fucking hilarious. Stephen Colbert I find is also really funny. Actually, he's a lot more fun. He's a lot funnier. His jokes are a lot funnier than Jon Stewart's, but you know what? I'm not too much of a politician. I don't really understand a lot of the jokes that he makes, or a lot of the questions he does ask. But when he does make like some really fucking funny ass jokes, they make. Sorry, let me rephrase that. When they make some fucking funny ass jokes, they make some funny fucking jokes. Anyways, until the next time, or until my next review, cheers everybody.